have been traveling in my RV and have not been able to get any deliveries or my design team package or anything, so I'm making do with things I have in my RV. I stopped at Joann's a little while back, maybe a month or so ago, I'm not sure, and picked up these 2 paper pads. They're very small. They were $2.49 each, and I'm sure they were on sale. So it really was a small expenditure, and it I just wanted something sort of fall. I also picked up this ephemera pack that came along with it, and also in my stash I have some mini album blanks, I call them. This one was just the cover, and so I wanted to use up the things that are in my stash. When I first started making mini albums, I purchased a bunch of chipboard that was pre-cut, and this chipboard was 4x6, which is really small to make a mini album, but yet it worked great for these 6x6 paper pads. So I had the cover of the mini album. I had to make the hinge and the pages, and I wanted to use up as much as I could of that Park Lane paper and ephemera. So I made this cute little mini album. So it is 4x6, and it's got, I believe it's a 2-inch spine. Yeah. And let me show you what I made. So yes, if you took photos and printed them out 4x6, you would have to cut them down if you wanted to use them. But if you use Instax or made smaller pictures, then this would work very well for you. So again, the name of the game was to use up as much of the stash as possible. And I made a mistake. Yes, I did. I cut these to put in the pockets because the pages are 3 3/4 by about 5 1/2. So I made these about 3 1/2. Well, silly me, I realized that when I tried to put them all in after I finished making them all, that the page might be 3 3/4, but when the hinge takes some of the place, it's about 3 1/2. So these just did not fit. So I had to, and then by then I was out of paper. So I had to improvise. But these will fit into these pockets, and I added another pocket in the front. And then here, I like it better this way. Here you can see I used some of the ephemera, and there's an ephemera piece too. So with the scraps I had left, since I couldn't make another full pocket, I just made some tags. Yeah, just simple tags. And so this is open, so you still could put your little picture there. And the tags are great because they give you a great spot to either add small photos or to journal. I did take some seam binding I had and a little bit of thin jute to tie those tags. So I made the base pages. A lot of them are blank. Any one that has ephemera is open, so you can add something to it. And you can see here, I'm just using up my scraps. That was the name of the game, is to use up the scraps. So on this one, I wanted to use one of these photo mats that didn't fit where I thought, so I made a side loading pocket. Now this one was a little too thick, but there's another one I made that was much better. In the ephemera kit were these sort of Polaroid looking pictures, and I just backed it on cardstock, put in some different color. There were some vellum pieces that came with the ephemera that I felt like needed to go on plain paper. I used a couple other places, so I just stuck them in the pocket. There is the tag for that pocket. There are strawberries and this cute little mouse. No strawberries on the paper, but that was in the ephemera. It's cute. Yeah, same. It's open so you can add your photo. And then this, I added a couple of flaps just to use up. So this is the size of the paper I had left after I cut these main pieces. So I made 2 pockets. Again, the name of the game is to use up the scraps so there weren't any, and to make a cute little mini album. Here's the other one of the little Polaroid pieces, and they're chipboard too, so I left it open on the top so you still could stick a little photo in there. This is me just trying to piece together some paper so I could use up the rest of the scraps. Here is the side-loading pocket where the pocket is towards the inside of the book, and that works so much better. And then there we go, last page. The back pocket has room for a mistake mat and the photo mat that I meant to put there. But cute. I mean, the paper's nice. It's a lot of neutral colors. The flowers and the ephemera just added some nice touches to it. Happiness is homemade. I just made some flags with some leftover paper. There is vellum, a vellum mason jar, and there was a piece of ephemera with the mason jar, and I just sort of stacked them and put the mouse with the strawberries up on the front. So, finished up those 2 paper pads. Almost finished up the ephemera. I think I'm just going to take these and stick them in the pockets because they match really nicely with the collection, and I don't think that they're going to, that won't go in there. I'll put another one here. I don't think they're going to match with, I mean, they might match with some other paper I get down the road, but most likely not. And then scraps, that's what I have left. I know there are people that say, oh, you still can do something with them. No, I'm going to use them to go start a fire and roast some s'mores if it doesn't snow. That's what I have for you today. So thanks for joining my Smash Your Stash, Smash Your Small Paper Pad, whatever. It's just been a smashing day, and I hope you have a smashing day.